Pauline and Nick were transported. Pretty obvious why Pauline was, but Nick, I guess, was sick today. So I don't think he was feeling too good after the fight, and they transported him.
Dane, obviously wrapping up another season, a season like no other, right? I mean, as you said, kind of COVID rampaged at the end. I know you say you could do this every week, but I guess we're at a good stopping point right now. But what do you think overall about the season?
I could do it every week. It doesn't mean we have the talent to do it every week. I mean, that's why we broke it up into 2 seasons far apart from each other. And believe me, I have no delusional thoughts of, I'm about to head into the Ultimate Fighter now. And then we got to come back in the summer and try to do this again. And there's no shows operating right now. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, you said it openly. You got to help develop, talent to come up. So have you and ESPN talked about when you'll try to start this up again?
No, it's up to me. It's not up to them. So I gotta figure my shit out, and we'll see what happens.
Fair enough. You mentioned the Ultimate Fighter. What can you tell us about when that starts, and do you have coaches selected? Give us the update on the Ultimate Fighter.
We're working on it still. We're still working on everything. I have no updates yet. But yeah, it's happening.
How soon does that start filming?
Do you know the date, Lene?
Oh, okay, so you still
We film in January.
Okay, so there's still plenty of time. Fair enough. As far as what's going on outside the UFC right now, I haven't seen you in a couple weeks. I did want to ask you about just a couple key ones. Khabib Nurmagomedov, we saw him get tested by USADA recently. Have you had a conversation with him yet since Abu Dhabi?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that happened. But yeah, I mean, I told you guys that I think he's going to go to 30. So.
Any update on him?
He's still testing. Why the hell would you want to test still if you're not going to fight?
Has he committed? I mean, have you guys talked? Has he committed to that yet?
Oh, he hasn't committed, but I feel like he's gonna.
Nice. 2 other quick ones.
And I'm not really pushing him. We talked about it, and he just fought. Let him take some time, spend some time with his family, spend the holidays, and there's no rush.
Yeah. It's kind of related to that, I think, but Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier, you said it's pretty much done, January 23rd. We haven't had an official announcement. I guess a couple questions. One, there's rumblings that might take place in Abu Dhabi. Can you comment on that? And 2,
that's what?
That it might take place in Abu Dhabi. Right. Is that the working plan right now?
Yeah.
Nice. Would that be just 1 week, or would we start Fight Island run again?
I'll let you know when it's ready to let you know.
Like January 16th or something.
Yeah.
And here's what I find interesting about it. Would that possibly be for a title fight? I mean, that would be 2 months from now, right? Would you by then hear from Khabib and know if he's coming back or not, and that could be a title fight?
No. Khabib's going to fight. I believe he's going to. It's not for the title.
Okay, fair enough. And the last one I wanted to ask you about was Donald Cerrone. He's been saying, hey, I'm making one last run at 155. I'm assuming you guys had a conversation?
We didn't yet. No, we haven't talked.
You did. Are you comfortable? I mean, he's saying that he's in. Are you okay with him at 155?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him yet.
Okay, so there's no imminent fight available or anything like that?
No.
Fair enough. Thanks, Dane.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Just going back to the amount of contracts you gave out this season, obviously there were some great fights and great fighters, but was any of that related to your fear about the smaller shows that you'd rather... No?
No. When I'm in here, I told you guys, when I come to the fights tonight, I don't watch anything or look up on any of these guys. So when I sit down, these sheets right here are the first things that I see about them, and then I watch their feature. And there's no... oh, God, I need 15, I need this, I need that. It's just all in the moment. I mean, there were a couple kids on here tonight I was on the fence with. And, when we were talking about Victoria earlier, I just felt that the girl she fought was so one-dimensional, and I felt like she had no ground game. I think she has potential. Obviously, her stand-up is awesome when she gets some wrestling. And, when the fight happened, I made the decision that, I wasn't going to do it. And then as the fights went on, I was like, well, that's pretty fucking shitty, because it's not her fault the other girl was one-dimensional. She came in and did what she was supposed to do. She ate some pretty good stand-up there early on. She took her down when she needed to. She got the mount, and then she finished her. Why would I not give her that opportunity? So it's good that I get some time to think about the fights and see some other fights. But none of the decisions I make are ever based off how many fighters I think I need, because COVID might hit us hard in the winter.
Of all the people you signed this season, was there anyone that you can remember that stood out to you as that's potential championship material?
Not off the top of my head, but yeah, definitely. Definitely. What I try to do is there's going to be people that I'm on the fence with sometimes, like I described about Victoria. But when I look at somebody, I'm always looking to see who could potentially break into the top 5. That's how I look at it. It's so hard to break into the top 5 here, and that's what I'm looking for.
Just a couple of things outside tonight. There was reports a week ago or 2 weeks ago that Zuffa Boxing was about to kick off with Clarissa Shields in December, and then another report saying that was cancelled.
I fucking love it. There's the report that said we were doing it. I never said shit. Then there's a report saying it's canceled. I never said shit.
Can you say shit now?
No. Listen, if something's going to happen, you'll hear it from me. That's why I don't play these games. You know how many people are blowing me up saying I heard this, I heard that, and I don't even respond. If I say it, then it's real. I never said anything to you guys about doing anything.
Fair enough. And just an update, because we haven't heard about it in a while. Is there any update on Jorge Masvidal versus Colby Covington? I know you were interested in that fight.
No.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Dana.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
Can I ask you just one more? Yeah. I want to ask you about this weekend. You got a Dana White's Contender Series vet fighting for a UFC title in Alex Perez.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you're not cheering for anybody or whatever, but I mean, does that say something? Does that make you feel pride, or does that make you see like, hey man, we have shown that this concept goes all the way to the top?
Think about this. We were talking about this yesterday, and when you look at, go back to Tough, right, and look at the fights that were in Tough. It was literally the evolution of the sport at that time, and all the people that came out of Tough, you know, they went in a certain fighter, they came out a different type of fighter, and I think that Tough did a lot of really good things for the up-and-coming talent back then. Look at these kids that are fighting in the Contender Series. It's night and day. The kids that are fighting in Contender Series would have wiped the fucking floor with the Tough people back in the day. It's not shocking. I'm not surprised. And if you look at the incredible wars and great fights that we've seen on this show, you know, over the last few seasons, it's been awesome. What I love about him going in the most and fighting for a title this weekend is all these kids fought tonight, and all the kids that have fought on the Contender Series before. Every one of you have the ability to do that. You know, we brought you in for a reason. You won, and we signed you for a reason. One reason or another, whatever the reason was that we signed you, you have the ability to become a world champion someday.
Just one more about tonight. Do you think that they could have used the instant replay in the finish of the final fight?
Yeah, that's a tough one for the ref. You know, one of the things I said it earlier. We brought Jacob Silva back because I have so much. This kid is a fucking dog. You know what I mean? This kid's never out of the fight. He's scrappy. He's tough. He's well-rounded. And, you know, tonight he got screwed. But on the flip side, when you watch the replay, his feet start to slide, and he starts to go. And the ref said, and the judge heard it too, he was snoring. So it happens a lot when you're just about to go out. You're just about to go to sleep. And you guys can ask JP when he comes up here, but those two said he started to snore. I will bring that kid back. He's coming back again. That kid might have a career just fighting in fucking God knows what around here. I mean, I really like that kid. He's tough.
He is tough.
Yeah.
We haven't seen the instant replay used here yet, but did you happen to hear about the boxing on the weekend and how the Nevada Commission used it there? And are you nervous about them using it at one of your shows?
No, I would love to see them use instant replay. Listen, every other sport does it. My mic? Every other sport does it. Every other sport uses instant replay. Do you know why they use it? Because it's fucking fair. It's the right thing to do. It's what you should do. These kids invest so much time, energy, and money and all this stuff into their careers, and one stupid decision can blow everything for them financially. And you know, if you are one of the all-time greats and you have the ability to go undefeated, it affects you. You know, it affects how people look back on you in history. It's the fair thing to do. It's what's right.
Just hopefully it won't take 20 minutes like at the boxing.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't see how that whole thing played out, but I heard Bob Arum, fucking little bitch, crying about it. Fuck him. I had to throw that in there. I fucking hate that guy. Anyway.
Did you see his fight, not to bitch on Bob Arum, but he said that, oh, I've lost so much money on Terence Crawford, I could build a house in Beverly Hills or something? Like,
You imagine if I said that? Fucking kidding me? You guys would murder me if I said that. I'd never hear the end of that. That's what you do. That's not his fucking problem. That's your problem. His problem isn't to figure out how you make money. You fucking signed a deal with this kid. Your job is to promote him. Your job is, you made a deal. All these kids that I signed, you know, and if you look right now at all the kids that we've signed and how many people we have on our roster is very inflated right now. We have a very, very big roster, the biggest roster we've ever had in the history of the company. I have to pay all these kids. How I pay them is not their fucking problem. It's my fucking problem. And this guy wants to go, imagine me saying, oh, I gotta pay Conor McGregor fucking this much money. I could have built a house in Beverly Hills. Shut the fuck up, you fucking scumbag. Pay your fucking fighter what you owe him. That's your job. Bob Arum is a piece of fucking shit. Good night, everybody.